I don't know why you doing that shit makes it reminds me of iCarly.
I was doing the Scarlet Witch shit.
Right. Right. You saw those little trailers or the trailer for the new iCarly?
Yeah, Sam's not in it, so I'm not watching it.
Really?
Type.
I feel like I give it a watch, an episode.
I think she looked more like Michael Jackson than she's ever done before.
Yo, leave Miranda alone.
Leave Miranda alone. You ever seen that show, Britney Spears?
Yeah.
But either way, I'm not gonna leave her alone because Sam's not there. So unless Sam didn't want to be there on her own volition, which I think
didn't want to be. She said she didn't want to go back to acting. She doesn't want to be an actress anymore.
so she couldn't bring it back one time.
No, she
That's
doesn't want to be an
selfish.
actress
Matter
anymore.
of fact, I'm gonna watch it in spite of her now.
Cause like she felt like she had no childhood because of acting.
She's fucking rich, yo. People kill me. Like, yo, bro, you spent your childhood working, so that way by the time you can really appreciate life as an adult, you don't have to work anymore. She just has to collect royalty checks.
Okay, so that's what she's doing.
And
she's not working anymore.
But she could just bring
you
it.
get mad at her for not working anymore.
Bro, because she has not worked in a minute.
I get it, but if she still got to work, then what was the work done for
She
before?
doesn't have to work. It's more like doing it for the fans. She can't do it for the fans, the niggas who made her rich.
I get it.
That's
I get
crazy.
it. But at the end of the day,
That's
I'm
beyond
always
me.
prioritize me.
I felt that. You selfish.
She felt like it was a traumatic experience doing all those shows, bro. That's exactly why she doesn't want to do it anymore.
I felt that. But she need to toughen up. I feel like it's not that serious.
Damn, bro.
That I feel. Me personally, I feel like it's not that serious.
Hey, bro. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
You know what it is though, bro? I've seen people go through some real life depression and still do their own thing.
I felt that.
You gonna
I
tell
hear
me
that.
you went to show business got you depressed? I seen shorties really get jumped every day of the week, bro, and still strive to be better in life and come back to the same block they got
still
jumped.
strive to be better in life.
And still come back to the same block they got jumped at, like they never got jumped there before. That's real resilience. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is to collectively get an ass whooping every day and still come back? That's real toughness.
That's real toughness.
You know what God said? I'm going to give my strongest battles to my mightiest warriors.
Something like that.
iCarly was a mighty battle for you.
Said.
Whatever the fuck he said. Whatever God said or whatever.
You said what?
Whatever God said or whatever.
No, the iCarly shit.
Oh, she tried doing iCarly. Did it for us. Niggas going to war, come back, went back to war. Are you kidding me, bro?
And you just mad you couldn't get her on the new
mad
iCarly.
Because you was pushing buttons, sis? Because you was beating bitches up? That sound like a cool role to me. Huh? Because you dated Andre Drummond, you can't act? That's crazy.
Yo, because she dated Andre Drummond. I forgot about that.
Because he's struggling, you struggling? That's wild. Sound like a collective thing. I don't know. I just feel like, I'm not, if it's for her mental health, then I would
you
never.
just did all that just
would
to
never,
come around on the
I
argument.
would never, no. I'm still jacking. She's
wilding?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. I get why she's wilding. But I just, you be all right.
You be all right. Wow. Wow, that was a lot. On that note, welcome to episode 16? 16?
16.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. I'm gonna spread my... You ever remember that show?
No.
There's so much more. You don't remember that show? Sweet 16?
Definitely not.
My fabulous Sweet 16? My super Sweet 16?
Oh, yes.
You remember my super Sweet
yes,
16?
now I do.
Hell yeah. My son Diddy's son was on there. Oh, no, not Diddy's son. Diddy's godson was on there. I forget who his father is. He's LA, I think. He's some big music exec. But, yo, these kids used to have everything and then be, like, tight that they ain't have their pony.
I remember there was a shorty who was tight that the car was in red and not in pink.
Can't stand the privileged. Can't stand the privileged.
Anyways, episode 16 of the Today to Sunday podcast. My name's Joe.
And I'm the slimmest of nasties.
You right.
I'm right, I guess.
And then the slimmest of nasties.
And then, yeah, I'm ready for a slim nasty second.
Right first.
Slim nasty second.
About that. OnlyFans now free.
Season 3.
Feel me?
Tune in.
10 episodes left.
And then we giving shit away.
Giving shit away.
Better be grateful now, imagine. Go dumb hard.
Damn.
Just go my heart.
Join on Instagram, feel me? I felt those vibes.
Facts.
Wow. Season 4. That's going to be crazy.
Season 4.
Wow. Where's the lighter? I need a lighter. What we got for him this week?
Well, this week on the episode of Sedata Sundays, we have many things. LeBron exit out the first round. How tragic, how tragic. Hop off the dick if you on the dick, all right? Cool. Carter J is
Let's
now
talk
going
about it
out
real
with
quick.
Diddy.
No,
Oh, all right.
no. We gotta talk about that real quick because we're both big LeBron fans.
Facts.
Why? Why you think it happened?
Well, I think he lost.
I think it was
He lost because
injury.
I mean, to me, bro, it's LeBron. He
I
needed
think it
to
was
do better.
Industry. I think it was injury
He needed to do better.
and a little bit of chemistry.
Because that's what I've looked at LeBron my whole life. My whole life, I've always known LeBron could pull it off. This was like seeing Superman get old. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. He just got old. He's older. He's 36. You're bound to get injured, bro. Without AD, they were never taking the chip.
Like you seen him bleed for the first time.
Like I seen, yo, bro, that ass is what it felt like for me, bro.
You seen him bleed for the first
I
time.
seen a chink in the armor. And we noticed that shit the last time he got injured and he couldn't even play. Didn't even make the playoffs. Like, don't get me wrong. Do I still think he's the GOAT? Yes, absolutely. Or in the GOAT conversation? Yeah. But he looked human. He not the LeBron we had before, but he looked human. This is Captain America when he old.
We ready to say he's not number one in the league?
No, I'm never ready to say that. Until he's out the league.
I have to see him come back next season and then still
Granted,
do as
what-
quote unquote
With
bad.
Harden out, if KD go to the finals, with Harden out, if KD go to the finals, bro, he's number one. Absolutely.
I can't disagree with that because
He's number one, bro.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
Because they was jacking Harden was the playmaker. He was the point guard. He was the, I dish, I do this, no network. Now, if KD step up and take him to the finals,
Are we
bro,
really looking at an NBA restructure? If Luka take his team to the finals and win, Luka number one?
that's if he win. If he number one, he the next big thing. Like, he the next LeBron.
If he win,
For
he's
him
number
to
one.
beat the Nets,
If he
bro,
win, he's number one.
for him to beat the Nets with damn near no defense on his team, he'd have to be Michael Jordan reincarnated, bro. Like, I'm sorry, he'd have
Like
to be
he
on
did
some,
the Space Jam from the OG, took the hand to the ball. took
No,
the
he's
powers.
not even in the space. He's a monster. He wins, bro. Because he's not even the favorite to win. He's a fucking monster. Because
that is the putting the hand to the ball and taking the powers though.
I don't know. It's been a minute since I've
That's
seen the movie.
exactly what the Monstars did.
Been a minute since I've seen the movie. My fault. But Luka is like, bro. First of all, he's already pretty much a freak of nature in the NBA. He started playing at 16 against grown men. He was always meant to dominate in the NBA.
That's just what they do, like in Europe.
I feel you. Whether they do it or they don't, he's doing it in the NBA at a
Facts.
at a higher caliber.
Facts.
He's already been a champion. He's already been an MVP. He's already been a Finals MVP. It's literally unfair to be in Luka's class because he's done what y'all niggas is trying to accomplish.
Elsewhere.
Maybe the competition wasn't the same, sure. But if he said, damn, it's harder in the European League and then come here and drop 35, 15, and 15 in the playoffs
He said it's harder to score over there.
and drop 35 here, I can only imagine how hard it is to score. He's scoring 35 in the world's greatest league, basketball, period. Luka is probably my third favorite player in the NBA right now.
Your third favorite?
Third favorite.
So who your top two?
It's LeBron and Steph.
For me, it's LeBron and Dame. LeBron, Dame, and Harden. Those the three.
Why you ain't never pick no winners?
I'm sorry,
Why you don't ever pick no winners?
because I don't dick ride. They don't need a chance. I don't need you to have success in order for me to have you as my favorite. I bet put money Dame better than a lot of niggas with chips in this league.
Dame is better than a lot of niggas with chips. I mean, yeah. You seen the Laker roster? Seen Kuzma? Yo, they getting a whole new team. They ain't throw them shits out. All them niggas, they ain't throw them out. All of them.
You bird calls now?
All of them. I would like if Dame left. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. I would like if Dame left.
He wanted Jason Kidd, and Jason Kidd dubbed it.
That's not a winning team, bro. It's not a conference final team. I'm sorry. They're not nowhere near. They were struggling with the Nuggets without Jamal Murray. Without Jamal Murray. He's giving you a 21, maybe the playoffs 23, 24, maybe 6.
What he was doing last year, he giving you 30 a night.
That's if he's doing it last year. He doesn't have to go that hard. They have Aaron Gordon now. There's a lot more pieces in play.
No, I feel like play of Jamal a little different though.
Yeah, I feel you because playoff
He turned
Devin
it on.
Booker.
He turned it on.
Playoff Devin Booker
Yo,
looking crazy.
Book went crazy. I gotta give it to him. I feel like I'm happy I could say that it was Devin Booker, like of all people, because I have a lot of faith in Devin Booker.
I feel like Devin dropped almost to 50, but really the Phoenix Suns just were too much for the Lakers, bro. Period. That team was not ready to see the Phoenix Suns,
like,
especially under Chris Paul's leadership.
Of course, Chris
We're
Paul
not
was
doing
very
that without Chris
important,
Paul.
and it was.
He's the most vocal point.
It showed at
That's literally
first,
the
Chris
same
Paul
team.
Not healthy, then you're not gonna win.
With just Chris Paul,
But then
boom.
Chris Paul came back. Devin Booker was still doing.
Bro,
his
they
thing,
became
going
an over
stupid.
500 team, bro. 662, 662, bro. Compared to not even making the playoffs, bro.
I
ain't
get
going
it,
perfect in the
but
bubble.
My thing is
Come
the
on
Nuggets, not the Nuggets. The Suns last year. The last time we saw them play, we saw them be really good.
We saw Devin Booker be really good. There's a difference.
The team, I get it, but they were
Devin
undefeated.
Booker held them up.
And I understand in the entirety of the season their record was terrible.
It was doodle.
But the last time we saw them play after 5 months off was them play really, really good basketball.
But here's my thing. We saw Devin Booker play really, really good basketball.
It wasn't just him though.
It was majority
It was
him.
majority him. Don't get me wrong.
Then it's me.
Of course.
If it's majority me, y'all niggas helped. Thank you.
Yeah, but
But
the
it's
thing is,
me.
as a team, we weren't bad.
Yeah, but people were not looking this
It's
effective
not like
without
everyone
Chris Paul.
else on the team did bad, and it was just Booker doing good. And
I'm not
that's what
saying
got
they
them the
did bad,
wins.
but with Chris Paul
But
on
that's
the
the
team,
thing, that's all I'm
everybody else
saying.
does
As
better.
a team, you saw the last thing you saw was them do good.
You saw them do good. Now they doing great. The difference is caliber.
No, I understand that, but the thing is, when you add Chris Paul to that then it goes from good to great. I feel like people acting like Chris Paul took it from horrible to great. And if you look at the entirety of the season, yes.
Bro, not making the playoffs.
But if you look at where they were.
Not making them. They would. I looked at where they were. They weren't even there.
Yeah, but they
to lead here,
8-0.
that's great.
So look
in
at
that
where they
little
were before
stretch. In that little stretch, yes. We're talking about a season
yeah, but that
entirety.
was after 5 months.
Bro,
Look at
it's
it.
8 games compared to 82.
I get it, but look at it like
Do
this,
you?
bro. Yes, if you look at it as a progression shit, bro, yes, this part of the season was terrible, but then this mad time passed. So then when we finally started playing again, we was baking niggas, bro. At that point, you are still better than you were. So yes, if I'm talking about that Chris Paul added on to this team that was already better than they were, it's different than him.
I'm not judging you off 8 games as a better team in 8 games.
Yeah, but the issue,
I'm sorry,
all
bro.
I'm saying is that's the most recent body of work to go off of.
And their last season. Those 8 games were a part of their season.
Yeah, there's almost half a year in between that though.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's
but
the issue.
those 8 games account for that season.
But
when they're added, they're
I
added to that season.
understand that. I understand.
So for the
that.
majority of the season,
But
you're
what
ass.
I'm saying is that if it's almost 6 months, bro, of progression, you're progressing within those 6 months. Your level when you come out of that is different than when you went into
Bro,
it.
without Chris Paul, they're maybe the 7th seed, maybe the 6th seed, maybe. Without Chris Paul, that's not better.
That's already better than they were, is what I'm saying.
I feel you.
Because what they were before
But
that
great-
was not in the playoffs.
But great, bro. Great where they're at, 2nd seed.
I'm not saying they were great. I'm saying that the last time we saw these Suns, they were good. Chris Paul has made them great.
Nah, I wouldn't say they're horrible either. But they were not good. They were okay.
Last time we saw them, they were good.
Last time I saw them, I just saw Devin Booker shine. That's the only Sun I seen.
That's the only person you cared about.
No. That's the only Sun I seen. Because niggas wasn't jacking. Wow, the Suns is having a phenomenal. Devin Booker, 8 games straight, record-breaking numbers.
Yeah, he has led them to 8 straight.
He's led them. Now they don't even need him to lead.
Cool. So either way,
And then somebody is leading them without points.
it doesn't matter. It's not like the
Fantastic.
win is only Devin Booker's win. It's the Suns' win.
Yeah, but the credit is only Devin Booker's
It
credit.
doesn't matter. So if Devin Booker is
It
going
does
to
matter.
make this team this good for these wins, that team is still that good for those wins.
I don't know, bro, because when it happens to LeBron, they're not jacking it.
But I also disagree with that.
What you mean? When it's on LeBron,
The
they
Cavs
only
were-
give him the credit.
Well, the Cavs were good
Because if
of
LeBron would have won that game, bro, they only giving LeBron the
The
credit.
Cavs were good because of LeBron, but the Cavs were still technically good.
Nobody jacks that. Nobody jacks that ever. Niggas jack LeBron took scrubs.
Was
The
the-
majority of niggas. If niggas not really looking at like the stats and shit like that, niggas that just watch basketball casually.
Yeah, but the
That's
issue
nothing,
is
huh?
that player's attached to an organization.
I
So
felt
that
that.
organization is as good as their best player.
That's not true. If that was the case, the
No,
Portland
that is
Trailblazers would be
100% true.
the Trailblazers would be
As
better.
good as your best player.
I don't think that at all. I don't think that at all, bro. I think you're only as good as maybe your starters, because those are your starters and they get the most minutes. Maybe I'll concede that, but just one player, you're only as good as this one player. That's not true, because then you need other players around them to win the game.
I don't agree.
I feel like in some cases, yes, very true. In some cases, you take Houston with Harden, they were only as good as that, and then they added Chris Paul and was infinitely better. So even then, it wasn't even just him.
Technically, they did better without Chris Paul. They did the same because they went to a conference finals before Chris Paul too.
No, but they would have won with Chris Paul. They were never winning without him. That's the difference.
Fair enough.
The win, right? We jacking the win. Well, we've been talking about basketball for a minute. Anyway, Jay Crowder did a little salsa on LeBron when he did. I like that moment in trolling.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck.
But either way, if you're not watching these playoffs, what the fuck you doing, nigga?
Facts. We just ranted OD. Sorry, we just get passionate about LeBron.
I think it's just about ball in general.
Yeah.
Because we've gotten passionate about conversations without LeBron.
Facts. Big
like,
facts.
just ball.
I see some stupid shit on Twitter the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was some shorty who had posted that a video of her dog crying. And she was like, oh, my dog must know I'm pregnant. And she feels sad for me. And everybody under her subtweets was like roasting her. Because when your dog's crying, it's dead ass because they have an eye infection. It's not because they feel sad for you.
Yeah.
Dogs aren't supposed to be crying.
They whimper, though.
Like, tears.
No, I've seen dogs cry.
They're not supposed to.
But I've seen dogs cry. For sure.
Their eyes can get teary, but once tears start falling, it's because they have an infection. Their eyes aren't built to, they don't have tear ducts like that.
No, I've seen dogs cry like that, though, out of sadness. I've seen that happen in real life.
No, that's like, bro, look it up, bro. It's that ass like they're not supposed to.
I mean, I don't have
that.
to look up what I've seen, bro. I've seen a dog dead cry on top of his tombstone to his dead owner.
I know.
I've seen that. Not jacking that dog had an eye infection. It was a healthy ass dog.
No,
When
bro.
you-
It's like they do not associate emotion with crying. They are not humans.
All I'm saying is whether they do or they don't, I've seen it. That's all I'm jacking. I've seen it firsthand.
And I'm telling you that the explanation for it was probably something different. Most likely.
And I don't agree with that. Because I've seen it with my own two eyes. A perfectly healthy dog all of a sudden gets an eye infection. That happens? Yeah.
Dogs aren't supposed to cry.
Yeah. Cool. I felt that. They aren't supposed to. I feel like in my heart, I seen this dog cry. That's just what I feel. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. It's probably wrong. But I felt that. She probably really thought that. That's not like, I don't think you niggas should just roast her for not knowing shit.
Oh, no. I'm just pointing out that's what was
No, I think that's fucked up. That niggas roasted her for her really feeling passionately about her dog. Like, y'all ain't never loved nothing before? Like, y'all ain't never, like, had something dear to you?
Like,
y'all niggas is evil, son. Some lady was dead ass, like, felt good about her dog crying about her pregnant belly.
I saw one person.
And niggas roasted her for that.
Exactly. I seen one person.
Come on, like, bro. That's my issue with it.
Y'all could have informed her without going hard at her.
Yeah, she's dead pregnant, one. She's with child. Maybe she's hyper emotional because of her hormones. Whoa, because that happens in pregnancy. I could believe somebody believes that. The same way I
your
believe
dog
it.
can sniff the change in your hormones and shit and understand that you might be going through something and be more affectionate. But dogs are like, their eyes aren't built to cry because they don't have like regular tear ducts like us. So their eyes, it might get glossy, but it doesn't accumulate. If it accumulates, it's because there's an infection.
Crazy. I feel it though, but I can feel like someone can misjudge it.
You said what?
I can understand how someone can misjudge it.
No, of course, because you would think that they're so similar to us in terms of like how their body works too.
Yeah.
But sometimes we just forget that these are different species. They're not us.
Because immediately if I see my dog cry, I'm gonna be like, oh my baby, like,
yeah,
what's going on? I'm not gonna be, oh, you got a little eye infection. Nah, I'll be like, my baby, you crying. How can I make you happier? Wipe your eyes. Don't worry, I got you. Then I probably think, oh, okay, I gotta take it to the doctor. But for the most part, loving a dog is different, bro. You
I
did
feel
see
like
it.
eventually you'd Google it.
Eventually, if
Like,
it kept happening,
why does my dog keep crying?
if it kept happening, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I've only seen that one dog cry that one time. I've only seen dogs really do it the once, and that's it. I've never seen a dog they can have unless they're like that's their breed, where they're a white dog and they get that brown shit around their eyes.
Yeah.
That I understand. That's a genetic thing. But I've just seen dogs just, and I've been like, oh wow, I can't see it coming down your eyes, but I'm about to make this dog cry.
Yo, nah, that's funny as fuck. Another bullshit news. The
I love
Department
bullshit
of
news.
Education pulled some bullshit, right? So there was a middle school downtown, that had about 20 or so families say that their kids didn't get into any of the high schools they put on their application, but instead were put into a bad school in the area.
Zone schools.
But these are kids with like high averages, like 97, 95 averages.
Uh-huh.
So they're top of their class. So there's no reason for them not to get in any of their high school choices.
Yeah.
And
That happens every day though.
no, but what had happened was that the DOE said, we don't want you to go to any of these schools. We want you to go to this school because we want to diversify it.
That's weird.
So these parents is tight. And I feel like that's some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of doing a high school application process for you to choose where you want to go? For you to just tell me, no, I want something different.
For you, yeah. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. For that, just pay for private school. You go to school where you want to go.
So a lot of these parents are pulling their kids and moving so that they have to do a zone school, do somewhere different. They're sending them to live with grandparents.
That's
so
OD.
They have to go to a different school. They're putting them in private school for the ones that can't afford it.
That's
just because
OD.
because it's a bad school.
Yeah, I'd rather my kid go to private school. If it's not the public school I want.
And I feel like that's some fuck shit, bro.
I feel like if you work hard on your grades to just go to this one school because you worked hard for it, you should be allowed to go there if there's enough space granted. But for the most part, I mean, I've seen that happen a bunch of times. Kids be mad smart. You just go to your zone school. And you make the best of what you got. I've seen it happen. It's terrible. I think it's stupid. But, you know, it is what it is. Can they do something about it? Can they file a petition? Can they
I don't know.
run paperwork, go to city council?
Second application process.
Because I'm doing that.
I don't know.
I'm pulling
it
my
really
kid
depends on how deep they really fuck this shit up. Because if the DOE really wanted to fuck with them, they would have dubbed all the ones on the application and then accepted the one they wanted to put them in. Because if they do that, then you don't get the chance to do the second round.
I was just sending them to jail for like, damn.
And if it was on the second round, then that's really fucked up. And if it's coming out now that it happened, it was probably in the second
That's
round.
dead ass like jail though. Like this is where you have to go. This is who you have to be around. Doesn't matter how good you do or what you did. Or
and
this is where
probably
you're
in
going.
some
That's
bullshit
OD.
just so that they could try and get that school's grades raised up. Oh, we got these smart kids. Let me put them in here.
I remember when schools was old fashioned. The dumb niggas was with the dumb niggas, and that's what they were. And you just knew that school for that.
Like, come on, son. I just feel like
there's a reason why you do real
I feel
good.
like that's restricting their freedom. Because if there's one thing, I'm glad I chose the high school I chose, bro. Like,
no, I'm glad I chose the high school I
even
chose.
I feel like I got fucked over.
But
because
I'd have went
didn't
back and
submit
gone
an
to Cardinal
application
Hayes
for the second round. My guidance counselor did it for me. She was such a bitch for that. But it got me into a high school that I'm glad I ended up going to.
Yeah.
So wait, I didn't even really get to choose it.
Yeah, facts. I chose my high school. It was either this or Cardinal Hayes. And really because when I went to Cardinal Hayes, I seen a dude drinking water and some other dude came behind him and just grabbed his waist and started pumping him. And he was like, yo, no homo. And then like he just walked away.
Weird.
Yeah, that was just weird. I didn't want to be a part of that school if that was the case. He was like, oh, don't worry. They just do it to all the freshmen. I was like, I'm going to be a freshman here next year. I won't do that. I won't be a part of that. It's not my vibe. It's not my forte.
Facts.
So I went to this public school. And then when I went to public school, I had a big culture shock because I was coming out of Catholic school. And I was thinking to myself, like, if I would have just continued going to Catholic school, I probably would have been a way different person.
Hell yeah. Facts. Big facts.
It was crazy because I had a guidance counselor in middle school that asked, tell me, Raymond, you're not going to Catholic school. I was like, nah. She was like, that's going to be one of the biggest regrets of your life. Maybe not now, but it's going to be a mistake. And I feel like as I got older, I was like, life would have probably been different, but fuck it, we already here.
We here, baby.
What I'm going to do?
I felt that.
Go
We
back
got a
in time?
podcast now.
If anything. God knows if I would have even had a podcast. I'd have probably been in the A, no cap. First ever MVP on the 6 feet.
I don't even think that's true. I think there's been an MVP.
Who, Muggsy?
I gotta Google it now.
That's gonna be me. Yeah, he's 6 feet on a dizzy. Yo, you know who's the first player to ever get a Finals MVP and not even win the finals?
Jerry West.
Isn't that crazy? I had no idea.
LeBron came close. The Iguodala year.
They gave it to LeBron. I was never not jacking he to go. That's a crazy award for you niggas to lose and get the Finals MVP.
I mean, AI 6 feet tall, so.
You know what I'm saying? The shortest person.
Sure AI not 5'11"? Alright.
He's 6 feet.
I'm jacking he 5'11" on a decent day.
Because Isaiah 5'8", and when AI stand next to him, he looks 6 feet. So, you know?
It be like that sometimes.
In comparison, in structure.
But this has been.
Oh, he's about. Oh, I bet. Well, how many times? I bet we could dub it. I don't care. I'm gonna just say it while you doing the outro.
This has been.
So there was a bride that died from a heart attack.
Sunday podcast.
And
I want to thank you for tuning
the
in.
guy
Thank you
ended
for
up marrying
listening.
his little sister.
Remember to follow us
Her
on
little
Instagram
sister.
and Twitter.
And it was crazy. It was,
Remember to like us
it
on
was
Facebook.
an arranged marriage, and she was just in the other room dead. Apparently, if that's what the news report said, which is kind of sad. And I wish her
we don't really have
a quick way to heaven because people shouldn't have to go through that. It's such a weird thing.
Subscribe to us there though.
All right. Thank you guys. Remember, pray for that girl.
SundaySundays.com, Instagram giveaway, all that. See you next week.
Let me find out the name. Yeah, I can't find out her name, but it was crazy. It was in India.